Welcome to our video on exercises to jump higher. This is another video brought to you by verticaljumpguide.com. And today we're going to talk about exercises that'll help you jump higher. First off, I want to talk about what should these best exercises be about. And the first thing I want to point out is you don't want to be doing exercises that help train for endurance. You're wanting to train for explosiveness and quickness. So you wouldn't want to be doing distance running because again that's going to train your muscles for endurance and not going to train them for explosiveness and quickness. If you wanted to do running, I would suggest doing sprints or short bursts of running again because you want to be training your muscles for explosiveness and quickness because that's what's involved in jumping. Jumping isn't a endurance activity. It's something you need to do quickly and powerfully. So again, you want to make sure you are gearing your exercises towards that outcome. And you also want to make sure you're targeting the proper muscles. So again, make sure all the exercises you are doing are targeting muscles that are involved in jumping. And then just going back to the first point, make sure you're training those muscles properly. So let's get into some exercises you can start doing right now to help increase your jumping ability and your vertical leap. These first set of exercises are exercises you can do without any kind of equipment. And the first one is what I call quick jumps. And basically to do these is just go outside or maybe in a garage or anywhere or even in a gym and anywhere where there's a point on a wall or maybe a basketball hoop and aim for a spot that you can't touch. So if you currently you cannot touch the rim, use the rim. And what you're going to do is jump up and try as hard as you can to touch that rim. And then as soon as you land back on your feet, you're going to spring up again. And you're going to do that for a succession of, maybe 10 to 12 reps. Again, jumping as high as you can, and as soon as you come down, you want to burst right back up. No resting in between because, again, you want to be training, an explosive jump and a quick jump. So that's an easy one you can do. I also put jumping rope. Of course, that is a piece of equipment, but pretty much everybody has access to a jump rope or, even a piece of, any rope you can use to jump rope. And when I talk about jump rope, I'm not talking about, just grabbing the rope and doing kind of lazy jumps for a couple minutes. Again, we want to be training quickness. So what you want to do is take, maybe 30 seconds to a minute and jump as fast as you can. Again, so you're training those quick jumps and that explosiveness. If you can do double jumps or triple jumps, go ahead and do those. And again, you want to make sure you're doing this as quick as possible. So as soon as your feet are hitting the ground, you're jumping back up. And basically just jumping rope as fast as you can for 30 seconds to a minute. And again, those seem pretty basic exercises, but a lot of the basic exercises work the best because what you're training for is to be able to jump higher. So again, these exercises involve doing jumping and training the muscles in the correct way. Second, another one is if you don't have weights, but you have access to maybe some kind of box that's maybe 1 to 2 feet off the ground. There's a lot of different box jumps you can do. One of them is you go ahead and stand on top of the box and jump off the box, and as soon as you hit the ground coming off the box, spring up in another jump as fast as you can and simply walk back around, jump on the box, and continue to do those jumps off the box. And a lot of people will call these depth jumps because you're jumping from some height, and then as soon as you touch the ground, you're exploding back up. You can also do side-to-side box jumps where you simply stand on one side of the box and jump up on top of the box and then back down onto the other side. So if you're starting on the left side of the box, you'll jump up onto the box and jump back to the left side, immediately jump back on the box, back to the left side. So again, just side-to-side box jumps. And again, doing these as quickly as possible. So you're not jumping on the box and waiting a couple seconds and jumping down and waiting a couple seconds. As soon as your feet are touching the ground, you're jumping back up onto the box, back off as quickly as possible. You can also use the box for one-legged jumps where just simply start with one leg on the ground and one leg on the box and spring up in the air, so then you land with the other foot on the box and the other foot on the ground. So for example, if you're starting out left foot on the ground, right foot on the box, you would spring up and come down with your left foot on the box and your right foot on the ground, and keep working your way, alternating legs back and forth. There's a lot of exercises you can do with box jumps, and those are just a couple of them. And lastly, if you do have access to weights, great exercises to do if you have access to weightlifting equipment is squats and calf raises. Again, those are going to train muscles that are very important in vertical jumping, and doing squats and calf raises are two that are very good exercises to do. So that's kind of a starting point. It'll give you some kind of idea, the type of exercises that are best for, increasing your jumping ability, and things you can do with or without equipment and with or without weights. And lastly, I want to just talk about one other thing. We actually have a training program called the Vertical Explosion Training. And basically we've tested this through numerous athletes. And basically what we do is we guarantee that you'll add 10 inches to your vertical leap in just 10 weeks. And if you don't achieve that, we'll simply give you your money back, because we're that confident it works. It's shown to work time and time again with all the athletes that we've trained with it. So if you're looking for a program that's already put together for you, all of the guesswork is taken out, you have all your sets, your reps ready for you, all the exercises drawn out for you, and a workout plan you can do, I would suggest you take a look at it. One very important thing about the training is it targets every facet of training. We don't just do weight training, we don't just do plyometrics, and we don't just do jumping exercises. We actually incorporate all the best exercises from all those different facets of training into one program, so you can really get the best results possible. And that's simply why people using our program have had incredible results. I just pulled out a quick email I got from one of our athletes that has been using it. He actually went from a 28-inch vertical to a 33-inch vertical in just the first month. So in the first month alone, the first 4 weeks, he added 5 inches to his vertical. And kind of what most of our athletes achieve is about 1 inch per week. Again, so getting those 10 inches in 10 weeks. And you don't have to stop there. We would recommend you keep using the program to keep adding more and more inches to your vertical. If you want to take a look, we actually have a special discount available for everybody watching this video. All you need to do is simply go to verticaljumpguide.com/sale. So again, it's real easy. Just go to verticaljumpguide.com/sale, and we have a special discount available there for you for a limited time, where you can get a pretty healthy discount off the price of the guide, and it's an instant download, so you can actually start using it today and start increasing your vertical leap. Thank you for watching the video, and I hopefully will be talking about you and your successes that you've had with the Vertical Jump Guide.